Hey guys, I feel like I'm gonna really regret being vulnerable. Um, but I kind of feel like I should just talk about this because I can't be the only one. So I I almost said something very mean. I didn't grow up very like deemed as attractive at all. I was never like anyone's first option. I'm not gonna cry, I promise. And I'm not saying that for like pity or anything. Like I genuinely just did not grow up conventionally attractive. Oh, my phone's gonna die soon. Um, I'm still not really deemed like conventionally attractive, which okay, like I got over that like years ago. Like I from since I was a little girl, like I could tell that like I didn't get treated the same way as like some of my peers did. And it's not my fault, I can't like do anything about the way I look, like, but I think because of that, I've had I think my perception of myself, as much as I try to like be as confident as I am, or as much as I project a different, like I think the person that I project isn't actually the way that I feel all the time, which okay, understandable. Like that's anybody. Like you're not gonna act. Like, I feel like everybody kind of believes in like fake it till you make it. Like act more confident than you actually are, and it's not for me. It's not even a lack of confidence per se, but I think that a lot of like my life has been relied on like validation, like academic, parental, like different types of validation. And I think the number one thing that I never really got was male validation. So I think subconsciously I've been seeking that for years. Like I never had like the teenage romance, love story, whatever. I never got asked out. I always got asked out as a joke. Never kissed a boy, never nothing, like ever. Um, and I feel like because of that, I poured all of that energy into like academics, being in school, like trying to be the best I can, putting on this like strong, independent, like don't need a boyfriend, da da da. Knowing that I really wanted that connection with somebody, and people were just like, "Oh, well, like you'll meet your person when you least expect it." I've expected it all my life. It sounds really bad, but I like to be completely honest. Like I would love to have a boyfriend. Like I don't know. I would have loved to experience like teenage romance. Like I'm turning 20 in a couple months. Like not the end of the world. Like I'm sure that I'll meet people, but I don't know. I think I've subconsciously chased male validation for so long and I never really realized it. Until I started decentering men, and then I was just like, I think when I started decentering men, that's when I focused more on like Jesus and religion. And that's still like my entire, like my faith is my entire life, like I'm always looking to grow my faith. But recently, there's been a new character in the Latasia lore. Um, uh, there's this guy, whatever. We went on a couple dates. He's very nice, but then he started like being dry, and I was just like, well, what did I do? I feel like that being my first question, I kind of knew how the rest of it was gonna go. As soon as I started focusing on like him and like getting distracted, I took my eyes off of Jesus, and I think that's kind of where like everything crumbled. Because I'm not like in a crisis or anything, but I think that that's a kind of a telltale sign that I don't need to be in a relationship, because as soon as I focus on something else, it's like everything is off track. Like I haven't read my Bible in like 2 weeks, maybe even more. Like granted, this is a very busy time in my life, but it's like I've been so distracted with having a male validate me. It's not even the person himself. I think it's the feeling of being cared about, and not in a platonic way, because I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of family that loves me, but I feel like platonic love, like romantic love, just it's I think because I haven't experienced it, then I just think it's this like whoa, like life-changing thing. And for some people it is, but I don't even think it's like the love part of it. I think it's like that validation, like having someone want me, being wanted, being someone's first choice. Like that's kind of always something that I've wanted. And once I started getting that, I like completely like derailed. Like, yeah. So it's like as much as I put on like a, oh, well, I don't really care type thing. No, like I want to be loved. I want to be in love. I want to experience, well, I don't really want to experience heartbreak, but and I think that's another reason why like I just don't really settle, because I know that my person will be for me. But I think I was definitely, even still now, like we're still talking, like I'm definitely still settling. Not to say that he's not a good guy, but I know that he's not the guy for me. But I think that, like, again, that feeling of like being loved, you know, being someone's first choice, being seen as attractive in someone's eyes, you know. And I think the number one thing that I've been told my whole life is, oh, people are intimidated by you, you know, like people know that like you're up to big things. And well, yes, like I maybe that could be the case. That could very well be the case. Like people could avoid me because they're like intimidated to talk to. I think that that's people trying to cover up my feelings. Like, yes, I am, for lack of better words, I'm a badass, you know. I'm pretty cool. But I don't know. Like like I think people don't want to say what a lot of people like think when they see me. Like, again, I don't think I'm ugly at all. I think I'm gorgeous. I don't think that other people think I'm gorgeous, and that's okay. And I've like come to terms with the fact, again, I'm not like everyone's cup of tea. I'm not very, you know, I'm not like everyone's ideal type, and that's okay. I am someone's ideal type though. Someone is praying for me right now, and I know it. I don't know where I was going with this. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Like the idea of just like me. That's kind of like the space I'm in right now. I guess dorm diary. You know, last one for the semester. I move out in 2 days, and I feel like I'm definitely still trying to like keep this thing that I have with that guy going on, even though I probably shouldn't. And I'm learning that like not everything has to be permanent, you know? Like right now I'm having fun, I'm enjoying life, I'm going on dates, I'm like talking to exciting people, you know? Like it's a very exciting time in my life. And I have to stop thinking 20 steps in the future. Like I really have to stop that, because that's like I feel like I'm already an overthinker, but like having met this guy at the end of the semester, going on a couple dates, he's kind of being dry, and I'm like, okay, so this isn't gonna work out. That's like my immediate thought, but it's like I'm not living in the future right now. Like I'm not. It's really hard for me to like not plan things into my future. Like I've like got my whole life figured out basically, and I think my biggest thing I struggle with in my faith is like letting God like take control. You know, like I think that's always been my thing. That's with anything though. Like I love being in control. Like it's like urge. Like I need to be in control of something. You know, I have to like be the best. I have to be up there. I have to like manage everything. And letting God, like giving my control up, is really really hard for me, and it always has been. So I feel like not being able to like see how this is gonna play out, you know, like I really want closure, I really want answers all the time, and not having that scares me a lot, because I'm just like, well, so what do I do? This is kind of all over the place, and maybe I will regret posting this, but I don't know, I really love talking on here, because I feel like I can't be I'm not special enough to have all these original experiences. That's not, again, it's not like a demeaning type of no, it's not. I just know that this is not an original experience, you know? And I'm sure somebody else feels like that. And to someone else that feels like that, I will say, never settle. There is somebody out there praying for you exactly as you are. And you are so young and you have so much time, no matter how old you are. Like, there's people that get married at like 60, you know? 70 even. You know, like I feel like this life is, it's very short, yes, but it's also very long. Like you have so much time to fall in love and have all these experiences and be exactly, you can be like 30 different things, you know, like you don't have to be stuck in one place. Yeah, I don't know. Like I always like think, again, me thinking in the future, like I always, like I know that I'm gonna accomplish so much, you know, and I know that like I have my entire life ahead of me. Oh, I pray, like, God willing. Like, I don't know. It's like sometimes I have these like little visions of like me in the future, and I don't know. I feel very happy, and I love that, and I pray that. Well, I know that like God will bless me more than I could ever imagine. So, but right now it's I feel this is such like a non-problem. Like, I always like feel bad about like ranting about like my love life or whatever, like, because I never want to be one of those girls that are just like, well, guys don't want me. Like, it's true, but that sounds really bad. Yeah, like I'm not someone who talks to guys often. I never really planned on talking to anybody at my school. What the heck? That was weird. I never really planned on talking to anybody from my school because my school's so small and I don't really want to deal with that. I don't want to be known as so-and-so's like talking. Like, I don't like that. And look what happened. It's not that serious for real, guys. It's not even that serious. But yeah, I don't know. I am trying to put more energy into like my platonic friendships, of course. And I feel like I have, again, been single my entire life. And I've been alive for 20 years. And I just never really had, I think it's more of like I want something because I never had it, Like, I want to be in love. Because like I've romanticized it my entire life. Like, I've always watched like rom-coms, and I just watched Pride and Prejudice the other day, and that's when I was just like, yeah, like I literally cannot lower my standards. Like, I can't. It's an insult. Lowering my standards would be an insult. Why would I ever do that? There's people like Mr. Darcy that exist, and it just doesn't make sense to settle. It doesn't make sense to settle at all, because there is someone that is gonna love me, love the entirety of me, someone that won't make me feel like I'm like bothering them, like there is someone out there for me, and I am confident in that. And if I haven't found them yet, it's because I'm not ready, and very obviously not ready. I don't know when I will be ready. I don't know, but I'm excited for what I am. I'm excited for like my future husband. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and chat. Again, I started watching You Season 5. This is kind of like what Joe says, like the vulnerability hangover. I know I'm going to have one. The last time I made one of these, I was like super raw, and then I deleted it because I was like, I can't post it. I can't. But again, I can't be the only person in this predicament right now, so hopefully this like reaches who it needs to reach. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening to me rant, and thanks for sticking with me throughout this semester. I guess like closing statements for the semester. I got into grad school, so I'm starting my first grad course next semester. I'm so excited. I will pass all my finals. I have one more tomorrow, but I'm not worried. Don't even know. President of my club again. Not really surprised. That sounded so like braggy. It wasn't. I don't know what else. I accomplished a lot this year. I know I did. But again, I've talked about this before. It's kind of like a check off my to-do list. Like, it was kind of something I was supposed to do, not something that I accomplished. And I'm trying to like learn to like be proud of myself for things. So those are my 3 biggest accomplishments for the year. Of course, I've done other stuff, but I don't really, it's hard for me to acknowledge it, but I will eventually. But yeah, that's my semester 4 recap. Not even a recap, just like my thoughts around this time. So I'm a senior now. Once I finish this final tomorrow, I'll be a senior. Next 2 semesters, and I graduate this time next spring. Yeah, life is strange. Life is so interesting, but I don't know, trusting God through it all, trying to get closer to him always, always. But yeah, trying to keep this under 15 minutes. I'm done yapping. I hope you guys have a great day. Keep up with my channel, keep up with my socials. And yeah, bye.